Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to Quantum Break, where we have Sofia Amaral now. We have the Doctor of Chronon technology, more or less, on our in our group, should I say? Not necessarily on our side, but in our group. In theory, this will lead to the to them fixing the time machine. But then there are also some of the previews in which it kind of discussed how she had her own intentions, like she had her own recognition of the countermeasure. And I forget whether the countermeasure is something separate from the CFR, or if the CFR is just specifically used for the lifeboat.
You took the one thing Mr. Serene needed to survive, Dr. Amaral. That made you priority one.
Yeah, they made that clear. Monarch lined every escape route with barricades, roadblocks. I had to get to the mainland, but I couldn't do it by car. Needed a new plan.
All right,
Didn't Sofia Amaral leave on a boat? Oh yeah, and I was going to meet up with them later myself.
Beth, I think I'm gonna need a ride. The streets are too hot.
Alright, where do you want me?
I'll let you know as soon as I find some higher ground and get a good look at the situation on the bridge. I think it might be a no-go.
And I have a feeling that this entire act will basically be him just attempting to get to Sofia and
Gotta get to higher ground.
Beth, as well as them returning to the time machine at the university.
I'm looking at the bridge right now. It's a lot of Monarch.
But it's clear
I
that
don't know, maybe you could sneak across?
Well, maybe.
Or I could pick you up. Let me know.
it's
Bridge
clear
goes
that
up
Beth
here, so
Wilder
I'm trying to
had
make it
traveled
fast.
back through
It'll be a
time
lot better when you get me on that boat.
and had
Monarch's
confronted
right on my ass, and not exactly making friends out here. That was Dr. Amaral.
Still kicking and screaming. How long do you need to get here?
That depends. Let me check.
Also, I don't know if that crab shack looks really touristy, or if that place probably has really good crab.
What the actual fuck?
But yeah, it's clear that
Better get
Beth
inside
travels
before
through
the chopper spots
time,
me.
and if that hasn't happened yet, then that means that's going to happen. Which means that whatever happens with them returning... let's see, where is that? Oh. That's down
Still
there.
Yeah, just looking for a viewpoint.
There we go.
Alright.
That means that whatever's going to happen at this, the time machine at the university is probably going to go wrong. So let's see, I have 5 points. Now, Time Rush is awesome. And having a decreased amount of energy used at takedowns is great. Time Shield, more Time Shield stuff would be nice. Maximum Focus would be nice. Some greater range for Time Vision. I don't know. I'm not really too excited about the upgrades to these powers. I don't really feel as though I really need to invest in one versus the other. Let's see what's on TV. It's probably Martin Hatch's... No! It's an episode of Night Springs. I forgot about this.
So, we don't know where he is. We can't find him. So we need to look into a replacement.
Oh,
All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs.
There's always lots of the Kratzu things happening in Gitu of Niget Springs.
Thank you.
All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs. We know the old dance, the fortunate and the destitute. The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street. But the tables can be but the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself the consumable resource. Do that again.
On what I feel, on one hand, it's easy to make fun of them, but on the other hand, it's like you just start reading things aloud.
That is the fate that awaits you in Night Fringe.
It's Night Springs.
Like, even though you're looking at the words themselves, it's like, wait, is this language still?
Bright Blings.
Night Springs.
Fright. Winge.
Jesus.
We know the old dance. The fortunate and the destitute. The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street, but the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself the consumable resource in Night Springs.
See, it's really not about bringing the emotion to the table. It's about
Things.
it's about letting the viewer interpret the text themselves. It's like what's it called? In Mass Effect 2, there's an advertisement for the I forget the name of the alien being that can't actually intonate emotion, so they just kind of the Elcor, an all Elcor performance of Hamlet, and they're like, we want you to feel things based on his actions and not his words. So it's all like desperate plea, to be or not to be. That is the question.
I'm looking at the bridge right now.
Like, why have emotion in your voice or inflection when people can interpret the mystery based on your words and alone?
Let me see. There's a pier under the bridge. You should be able to meet me there with the boat.
Nobody will notice that.
Can't miss it.
It's nice and bright for Monarch to see.
There's not a lot of options. Switching to Monarch frequencies. Be in touch soon.
And I'll be there in a few minutes. Don't stand me up.
It'll be a date. I might be watching
Getting down there. Where's the fire pole?
random narration of Night Springs.
For those of you just tuning in, the manhunt continues as authorities search for Jack Joyce.
And so this is kind of interesting. Like, there was the choice that I could have made earlier, whether to turn the people against Jack Joyce or the people against Monarch. But regardless of whatever choice I made, I would still have reached this point. Alright, it looks like there's a Chronon
Better hurry.
thing on the left there. Oh. I wonder if the time fluctuations are going to interfere with their plans. Alright, let's upgrade the Time Rush ability, because it's fun. Knock over this can. Take that can. Did I knock it over? I did not. Aha! Take that can.
Please talk to one of our security personnel if you have anything to report.
Yep. Everybody climbs ladders by holding on to the sides. It's what video game characters I guess I would imagine it would be a little bit more awkward. Like their arms would be tucked in more.
Somebody's sneaking around down there. Hey!
Ah,
I think that's Jack Joyce!
I wonder if that's the result of the, like that was a college protester that noticed me. And these are all time guys. So I will take that guy out. And then dash. Okay, I didn't realize that was a possibility. Also, I really like the tracer lines from their equipment. Oh, hello. Ah, he tried to Superman punch me. Where did this guy go? Oh, there he is. Like, I would imagine it's meant to be used to kind of track where they're going. But sometimes they move really fast. And... oh, nope, I can't do a Superman punch on this guy. And this guy will eventually die, I hope. There we go.
My plan to meet Beth went out the window as soon as the stutter hit.
Yep. Couldn't get to you.
No. But it gave me an opportunity to climb up on the bridge and cross it. Slip right past Monarch, more or less undetected.
I mean, like, he could try just sitting at the end of the bridge and then waiting for the stutter to end.
I should get up on that bridge and make my way across it before
Also,
the stutter ends.
It feels as though, like this was meant to be a bigger arena. But because I spent the entire fight just at the beginning, or I'm going to try to go through here and then more bad guys will show up. Nope. It was simply a bigger arena that I did not use because I was busy fighting all of the bad guys right at the beginning of the level. And yeah, it's also like hard to tell where they are. Like I don't know where they are in regards to this bridge. So the idea of leaving them behind is a little bit tricky because even if I wait out the stutter, of course, if I knew where they were specifically,
The bridge was unreal. They weren't cops. They had no authority to do this. But the Monarch PR machine had done its job. Here they were, the heroes protecting everybody.
And you were the terrorist.
Yeah.
Look at them taking a selfie. She's not even in camera
Not
mode.
the one you should be scared of, guy.
Listen, if you see him,
Wanted, Jack Joyce. Subject is armed and extremely dangerous. You know, technically that's
Even
true.
worse than my passport picture.
just be patient, folks.
Field orders update. All field orders be advised that Martin Hatch is now considered a compromised asset. So Martin Hatch has not been detained yet. And they're bringing coffee? Oh, this looks like the last one for... Have you seen these two? Charlie Wincott and Fiona Miller. That is interesting. Charlie Wincott has been implicated. So, like it or not, he is being forced to the side of the good guys, so to speak. Ah, another juggernaut. I was going to say, how far is the car going to fly before it stops moving? Okay. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to stay on the move for this one. Can I? Yep. There we go. I can super punch these guys, which will be a very nice way to get rid of the little fish. Except for this guy, I believe I can't. Okay. So that leaves just the big guy, who is over there, minding his own business. And that car is definitely going to blow up. Nope. Okay. What I need to do is... and then aim. Because clearly, I don't think I can super punch this guy, but I can definitely use this and then... Alright, there he goes.
Okay, good. It's cool. Just gotta make it across this damn bridge and I'll be clear.
Okay. Oh. I was going to say, how do I make it across this bridge? And I think I might have missed this power-up. Yep. I missed it. Damn you, taxi. And time powers that only rewind in specific circumstances. Also, the frozen time at the very least looked really cool. Oh. This is a plot sequence. I know this because I cannot take out my guns and shoot the birds in front of me. I admit to trying. Alas, Jack Joyce does not have the ability to slide down ladders. That's on street level. It's as if, like, not just time is fragmented, but, like, light is fragmented. Which makes me wonder if this whole, like, how much of this event is happening just around this city, and how much of it is affecting the world. Okay, now here's the question. How did the boat crash into the bridge? Did nobody notice the boat appear? Was this caused by fluctuations in time? Like, just because, like, is Monarch running the show so poorly that nobody bothered to raise the bridge for the boat?
Oh no. This is
so bad.
It is not good.
I knew I'd be dead if the stutter collapsed while I was in the frozen crash. I had to reach solid ground, and the deck of the cargo ship was my best bet. Just had to find a way down.
That did not last as long as I hoped. Which makes me wonder whether I'm supposed to...
The stutter collapsed while I was in the frozen crash. I had to reach solid ground, and the deck of the cargo ship was my best bet. Just had to find a way down.
There we go. Your life is in immense danger, but no one will have the time to see it happen. And once again, I'm reminded... Will you actually do any actual fighting?
Somehow, I had to find my way across. Hope for the best.
In this event. Huh. Can I jump on you? I can. Alright. So I rewind you, and then let's move across a little bit quickly. There we go.
I kept heading downwards, towards the cargo ship.
Alright. Now, the question that I have then to ask... Damn it.
The fracture was getting much worse.
The question I have to ask is how much of, damn it. Is how much of Paul Serene's life is spent navigating the world like this?
I kept heading downwards, towards the cargo ship.
Okay, what did I miss that didn't happen the first time? Did I jump not far enough?
The route down wasn't exactly user-friendly.
There we go. Thank you, camera, for tilting me directly into where I needed to go.
Timeline's getting scrambled. Caught in violent loops, off sync. Crashing into each other. This was what the end of time would look like. Everything was broken. In chaos. Frozen.
Oh, okay.
No one
That's... So, like, the question that I had was, in the last episode, is what would the end of time look like? Would it be, would everybody just be at a standstill? But this presents the idea that everybody would be in a time loop. Which reminds me specifically of the Thursday Next series of novels. In which time travel exists, and one character is kept in a time travel prison, where
fracture was escalating. Objects were moving out of time, out of order, entire timelines overlapping. And it was going to get worse, unless we could stop it.
And that sounds like it would be a bigger problem than...
You don't understand the power you're wielding. You need to hand this technology over to Monarch.
Like, the idea that time, it would stop. If time just stopped for everybody, that is bad enough.
Even if I fix William's machine, what could you possibly hope to achieve? The end of time is coming. There's no way to...
Hey! This isn't a debate. I just watched a ship fast forward through a fucking bridge. Time is running out.
Or, like my theory that time would just be would just stop is a safer, nicer thing that seems to be the opposite of what would happen.
Your research is based on work by William Joyce. You respected him. He knew that the fracture would occur, but he also knew that it could be fixed. Will built a way to stop the fracture. This. The countermeasure. We're traveling to the past to retrieve it. You can help us get there faster. Or you can agree to disagree.
I'll have to run diagnostics on the machine. I can't promise anything before that.
Amy, take Emerald to the machine. Keep an eye on her.
Sure thing. Okay.
But yeah,
Doctor,
like,
let's
if
go.
time doesn't just stop, if time is constantly fluctuating
I
at,
can see right through you. Don't try anything
outside the
stupid.
lifeboat,
You will regret it.
if time is constantly fluctuating, would the world eventually just destroy itself?
Jack, before we head downstairs, we have to talk about something.
Is it about the blatant amount of sexual turbulence between the two of us? I know it shows so clearly in all of the cutscenes, but we can't start a relationship now with the end of time being so close. We have to fight and have action. Then later on, if we're alive, we can have action. But for now, travel to 2010 and steal the countermeasure. But if everything has already happened, then in theory
Okay, what's up?
the
It's about the
countermeasure
plan.
will have always disappeared in
Emerald gets the
2010.
machine working.
We go back to yesterday and undo all of this.
Listen, in the video Will left for me, he said the countermeasure was stolen from his workshop on July 4th, 2010. He also said I took it. Maybe I did, Jack. We have a time machine.
You're saying we go to 2010. We steal it.
If Will was right, that would mean it wouldn't be a change.
That
We
is
take
correct.
the countermeasure, bring it to the present, fix the fracture, save the world.
And here's the thing.
Okay.
Will
Explain
could
to
have
me why that's a
actually
better
hidden
plan
the
than just going
time.
back to yesterday and
Like
preventing all
if
this from happening in the first place.
if Will hides
Because
the
I'm afraid that
countermeasure
based on what I
and
know
then
about
nobody
time travel, we
finds
can't
it,
change anything.
then
The past has already happened.
somebody else can come in
can't
and
change it.
steal it, and then
My way, we don't have to.
the
I don't know.
the
We're not playing
countermeasure's
stuff
use
this
in the
simple.
future
Let's just get the
remains
machine.
unchanged because nobody uses it. And we got some radio.
Well, it's been a rough night for us. The collision at the Port Donnelly Bridge
Let's see how Dr. Amaril's doing with the time machine.
being investigated. At least a
Yeah.
dozen people are confirmed dead, and investigators say they expect to find more bodies, some of which are
This was the guy delivering the speech at the gala. Potential ally?
Working against Monarch. Alone with Dr. Kim at the time of death. Huh. But it appears based on the cinematic that he was Dr. Kim's friend. So maybe they were working together and something went wrong.
I don't think we can trust her. The way she looked at the countermeasure like she's seen it before. She knows what it does.
You think Will told her about it?
No. Will was never the kind to open up.
Well, to you. But maybe he was all about that Sofia Amaral.
Will takes it to the next level.
Ah,
Kids,
so
the only way
bright.
that Will could express anything important to me was by informing my stuffed giraffe when I was in the room.
Well, maybe that stuffed giraffe was able to open up to him more than you were.
I'm not sure.
Jack,
I'll go check.
you've got to see this.
Okay. What have you got to tell me, Amy?
Hey, shouldn't you be keeping an eye on Amaral?
Yeah.
Okay, but first, you need to check out the intel I uncovered.
Okay, what did you uncover?
All right. What is all this?
I uploaded all the files I stole on that USB stick from the Monarch security station. I also found a video of your brother. It's on that TV. You're gonna want to see it. Everything else I printed out and put on tables over there.
Okay. That is a lot of documentation just sitting around in one small space. But first, what does William Joyce have to say?
It's February 28th,
Jesus, Will.
1999. William Joyce.
Oh, is that when he actually figures out time travel?
Arduous work. My machine is finally ready for human testing. Ready is defined by me, since ready is obviously a relative term when you're dealing with the deformation of the chronon field and recreating of black hole's mass density by tangent. Okay, in short summary, I built a time machine, and it works. I'm gonna prove it, or die.
That seems like some consequences you would probably want to figure out
I will
first.
travel clockwise around the corridor. Okay. Core is active. Chronon levels are stable. Travel clockwise around the corridor, exiting back into the same location in the near future. Oh. This clock is set to my watch. Now, when I exit the machine, there should be a significant difference in time between my watch and the clock in this room.
Okay.
The corridor is locked in place.
I suppose that's a testable time travel experiment.
For the first test. Now, admittedly, traveling to the past would be much more impressive. But I can travel backwards in time only as far as the first activation of the machine's core, which is
Oh.
now.
That is an interesting twist. Like the idea that time travel cannot exist prior to the activation of the machine for time traveling. I'm not entirely sure what just happened. Alright. I guess this is why there are 12 narrative objects in this game. Or in this area.
Amy, what am I looking at here?
I've been recording Monarch communications with the radio that Beth left me. I made a compilation of anything that seemed like it might be useful.
So basically the Burke situation, we know how that's happened. Maintain control over the Riverport situation.
Anybody here we can trust?
Fiona. She's my only remaining contact on the inside.
Oh.
What about this Burke guy? He was under arrest in the same transport as me.
Jury's still out on Burke.
Yeah, Burke is pretty much now basically protecting his family. Paul Serene, obviously, is the top dog. Martin Hatch is trying to end time. Dr. Sofia Amaral, we have her here. Dr. Henry Kim is not dead. He has become a shifter. Clarice Agawa, we are currently talking to in the narrative construct. Like, it takes place in this future time where they're discussing the things that happened in the past times. Gibson was killed by Burke. Got his throat... he got strangled. Carlos got his throat sliced. And Charlie... His current loyalty is pretty much unknown. Like, and also that description of him as a dick is very, very...
Yeah. Well, according to Monarch Communications, Paul Serene just activated that thing.
Far sooner than they were supposed to.
What does that mean?
Means we have less time than I hoped.
In a zero-state scenario, like, you can store everything outside the lifeboat. Like, nothing expires because it remains in that zero state. Yeah, it would definitely, like, if you got brought in from the outside, if people started bringing other people from the outside in after the lifeboat is activated, after time stops, like you're just increasing the chances that people will be like, no, this is crazy. We need to bring more
Serene's
people
original
in, or
manifesto for Monarch.
like, how can the world have end?
They had us practically memorize this.
He actually believes he's doing the right thing.
It's because he doesn't think the fracture can be stopped. And he's wrong.
Which is, it's interesting. Like, is Paul Serene the only hope? Also,
No use going there before talking to Dr. Amaral.
I know there's stuff there, but I cannot go there just yet. Let's see what Dr. Sofia Amaral has to say. I cannot jump in this story-driven sequence.
How's it look?
The problem is quite simple, really. The power relay is down. You'll need to find a way to reset it up. There, where the light is. I'll lower the ladder for you.
That's kind of weird.
Okay. The console here's got 2 red lights, 1 green one.
Ah, now I can jump again.
Above the machine. It's a perfect place for a reset switch, Will.
Yep. Although that's the thing in regards to science, is there's the development of the science, and then there's the realization that actual human beings are going to use it.
First red light is now green.
And that one is on that side. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to climb down there. Get up there somehow, I think. Yep. So let us get down from here. Can I... Oh, the ladder is over there. Although it looks like it wants me to go through the toilets now, so let's see where this goes. And there's, his giraffe.
You've got to be kidding me.
What is it?
This is all my stuff from our family home.
Oh, that's such a happy giraffe.
Kept everything.
Guess you thought you might come back. Jack? You okay?
That is one of the dumbest looking fake pictures I've ever seen. Like, was it really that hard getting the 2 actors in the same room and just taking a picture of them?
Toto. That's my signature.
You made this?
I've never even been here before.
That one of the picture's you, isn't it? So...
Although she hasn't questioned the idea that she's an awesome graffiti artist.
There's something you should know. 1999. I was 8 years old, playing in my backyard, and a woman approached me, told me she was from the future. She gave me very specific details of events that would come to pass.
That sounds like it would be a very
She
strange
told me
thing
this.
to happen for a small child.
Dates, events, proof of it all. Jack, that woman.
It was you.
Everything I told myself would happen, did. Every detail, for better or worse, came to pass and couldn't be changed. Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path. And they can't be changed or undone.
Beth.
When we step in that time machine, you will see for yourself.
So in all that discussion, are they essentially convincing themselves that Paul Serene is right? That the end of the world
If you're
can't
that
be
sure about how all
stopped?
this works, we can try it your way. Notebook was full of dates, events that would come to pass, instructions. Her entire existence was formed out of those pages.
September 11th, 2001. This is the one that will change you. An event will occur that will devastate the entire nation. An act of terrorism will cause the World Trade Centers to collapse. Thousands will die. I won't go into further detail because the more you know, the more painful it will be when you are unable to prevent it. And you will try to prevent it. You will fail. You will curse this book for not telling you more. You will curse yourself for not being able to stop it. It will take a long time to get over this, but eventually you will use this pain to fuel your path forward. You've now felt what it is to be completely unprepared for what is coming. It won't happen again. Next time you will be ready. This is the event that will finally make you believe. Any doubt you had will disappear. You're ready to take on this mission. So what is coming? Learn or trust? Short answer, nobody. You must never be seen by Paul Serene. Because Paul Serene has already seen future you, so he knows that you exist. Train daily. Hand-to-hand combat. Filipino Kali and Jeet Kune Do. Compartmentalization. Lip reading. Don't rush yourself. Start with gymnastics. Study your target. Jack Joyce. Huh. On October 9th, 2016, you will rescue Jack Joyce. He is stubborn, reckless, naive, but you can't do this without him. This almost makes me feel as though Beth Wilder is the more interesting character. Chin up, Toto, you are going to achieve amazing things. Beth Wilder is the more interesting character in this story because of her journey. Like, Paul Serene and Beth Wilder both go in grander...
Jesus.
Both end up with grander stories. But the focus of the point of view is on Jack.
Looks climbable.
There we go. So I can stop staring at this extremely bright light. How many points available? Just one. How did we know that we'd just be able to climb this spot way over here? Actually, hold on. Where does this door go? Ah, it just goes right back here. But, like, imagine a story told from Paul Serene's point of view, where he's jumping back through time and inventing Monarch. Imagine a story told from Beth Wilder's point of view, where she's struggling to figure out how to stop the future from happening, despite the fact that she knows what's going to happen.
Don't expect to.
Okay, everything is turned black and white, so it would be nice.
It's easier said than done.
Nope. There we go.
All right, all lights are green.
If the light is green, the trap is clean. Alright, now we can reset the controls.
Okay, we're doing this. I'll set the date into the console.
So the date he's going to try to pick is
July
yesterday.
4th?
Nope. Sorry,
2010.
July 4th, 2010, and steal the
You
countermeasure.
ready?
No. Are you?
I still imagine it would be pretty odd to feel like even though time starts and stops, that you can somehow navigate this.
What did you do? That was the wrong door. You changed the date. Where is she? Where is she?
I had no choice. I couldn't let you take the countermeasure. It would put our entire plan at risk. I already called Monarch from the terminal. They're on their way. It's over. What did you do?
Fuck!
We need the countermeasure to run the lifeboat.
So what was her actual destination?
I'm gonna follow through with the plan. Tie her up and get as far away from here as you can.
I will. You just take care of yourself, Jack. Okay?
I wonder who's going to be waiting for me at the swimming hall. Like, is William going to be there? Does William know that you go back in time? And are these fluctuations in time of people who have traveled the other way through the time machine? Because it's, what? Clockwise takes you into the past? Into the future? Into the future, counterclockwise takes you back into the past. So that means that Beth was sent into the future. If she was sent into the wrong way.
Your first journey back in time, 2010. This is where our notes get hazy.
You know how it ended.
Your goal when you arrived was to retrieve the countermeasure.
But my goal had to wait. Because I wasn't alone.
Bobby Radford coming at you on 4th of July, and what a fine day it
The
is.
countermeasure. Leaving the workshop now, the countermeasure is secured in my safe.
Just look at that shiny new Monarch building going up. That's a big deal for this town. Sure, I know there's been complaints. Talking
Okay.
about how Monarch's tearing down this or that. Taking over the
So he assumed that Beth Wilder took it, but because of time travel shenanigans, it looks as though Jack Joyce takes it. So Beth Wilder has been sent to the future. Presumably she will see the end of time for herself. And clearly she
What's going on
lives to
here?
see past that.
Since when did Will run a graffiti workshop? None of this crap was here in 2016.
So then this, he's dealing with future Beth Wilder, who had traveled back into the past.
What the? Someone's in here.
Now, is that person future Beth Wilder, who has traveled back through the past and has swung back around to the future? Or is that... Oh, hold on. It appears there is an upgrade point somewhere. There we go. I would imagine we're going to be finding Beth Wilder, who has traveled to the future and has swung around back to the past. Which is especially interesting considering we just saw her leave. through the wrong door.
Beth? It's me. Hey, 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 hey. What happened to you?
This is it. There's no turning back. Jack?
Yeah, there's no turning back. This is true. But luckily she's already wearing the vest, which means she won't be able to be affected by the end of time.
Dr.
And it also-
Emerald sent me to the future. I fought for months trying to find a way to get back.
And this also leads to my previous statement. Like, both Paul Serene and Beth Wilder seem to have more interesting stories.
Stop! I followed him back. He set William's machine to 1999. The first possible exit point.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
It's okay. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. I'm on your side.
Who are you?
I'm Beth Wilder. There's some things you need to know.
Can that wait until after my bullet wound gets fixed?
You're the reason he built the countermeasure. And you've been here ever since. 11 years. Why?
You know, if I traveled back through time
We don't have much time.
and I knew what the future held, there would probably be a few things that I would do, like just travel around. Aside from making bets on sports teams, as I would know who would win because of the future.
There was a weight in her eyes. She was hiding something.
She always was.
Like, I would use that money, do a bunch of traveling. Like, I know I would need to prepare for the end of time, but I would also maybe I know this event is happening in this place.
What exactly do you believe changed in Beth?
She lost hope.
Back in time, here I am. My greatest fear was realized. I'm still trying to grasp what it means. My entire life has been devoted to stopping the fracture. What I saw, was it proof that it couldn't be stopped? I can't believe all of it. There's a logic to all of this, a meaning. I just haven't found it yet. I'm not ready to write down details of the end of time because the descriptions do not exist just yet. Then there was meeting herself as a child. Ate bagels with cream cheese and watched Buffy reruns in a drained swimming pool. That sounds like an amazing way to start a new year. I tried to stop it a second time. Warned them exactly what was going to happen. Nothing changed. A second time. Does that mean that she uses the time machine again in an attempt to stop 9/11? And also, she tries to save Paul Serene's... She tries to save Jack's parents. And that's the reason why I would essentially want to treat this time travel essentially as a viewer. If you can't change the future. Tried poetry, got depressed. I understand. And thusly the graffiti started up. I watched his band play a gig nearby. Atrociously bad. Whiny emo music. Oof. Like, if you can't change the future, then the most you could do is view it as it passes by. Like, what good is, what good is your knowledge if you have no power? Oh, I think I interrupted the cinematic.
I can't do this anymore. I can't. I can't fucking do this.
Alright. And apparently there is a pronon thing to collect, possibly upstairs. Okay, so I got 4 points. I need 6 points for that increased time vision range, so I'm gonna wait until that.
11 years.
It's a lot of calendars.
I'll unlock the door.
So where's Will? Where's the countermeasure?
The countermeasure's at William's workshop, where he built it.
Then that's where we go.
Yes. That was the plan.
Hmm.
I just have to unlock this.
She does sound very distant.
My supplies are upstairs. We'll need to get them. There's so much you don't know that you never saw. I gave up on the idea that she would ever come.
But that's the thing. Like, of course he would come.
Still in this together.
Because he exists as a thing in time.
Once our fate is already laid. More than ever.
All right, that's it.
I'm just worried what that might mean.
It means we finish this.
I would imagine in Beth's shoes, it would be hard to believe that you can actually change anything. Also, this means that she's...
You need gear? Take whatever you need. The rest of it's going in the river, along with everything else I brought here.
That's a little drastic.
Do I want the tactical? No, I like the carbine rifle. I like the assault rifle more than I like the machine gun, or the tactical especially.
Okay. The countermeasure's at Will's workshop. We find it, then what?
We
Bring it back
use it?
here, use the machine, and return to the future. Use it to stop the fracture. That was always the plan.
Also, is there a reason why
That
this
is
part of the gym looks like a
Yes.
50s diner?
Ready when you are, Jack.
You followed Paul to 1999. Why did he travel so far back?
To form Monarch. Prepare for what's coming.
You kept tabs on him.
And he's kept tabs on me.
And that's interesting, the fact that Paul Serene was able to create Monarch. Yeah, if you're not able to change time, how is Paul Serene able to create Monarch? They do not exist, so they're... Or do they have like a zero effect on the technology sector? Do they just exist without affecting anything? Because their existence would ultimately, like, if they beat out Microsoft, if they beat out Apple at something, like, their existence would change the future. Or, like, Monarch has control over the town in which the people before would have had control of the town. So, like the active monarch controlling the town is itself a paradox, an infinite loop around itself. The only reason that monarch has rose to power in order to control the town is because Paul Marine went back in time to create monarch to make it rise to power. But that would have never happened unless Paul Serene went back in time and created monarch.
I can't imagine what happened to you. When you entered that machine, I wanted to go after you, but I didn't know where Sofia sent you or how to find you.
You made it here. It's all that matters. You followed the plan.
Whatever happened to you, change it.
Don't.
We can fix this.
Don't.
Don't give me hope.
We can undo this.
You still don't get it. It can't be changed. No matter what we do, the pieces fall in all of the exact same places. I've tried. Over and over.
I can't just sit back and do nothing.
You have to let go. Jack. You have to let go. I've seen it. The end of time. That is where she sent me. I was there. I've been fighting this fight my entire life, and I saw us fail. I saw where this leads.
And that's the thing. If you were playing as Paul Serene, if you were playing as Beth Wilder, they would have had to somehow formulate what the end of time looks like. And because you're playing as Jack Joyce, this means you don't have that. They don't have to create that post-apocalypse and figure out exactly
Then we'll die
how it would be depicted. And as for Will's workshop, so again, if like I guess that's the whole issue with the paradox. If the countermeasure is always stolen in 2010, like let's say Will decides to lock it up in a safe and nobody touches it, stealing the counter measure out of time,
I don't know a fraction
creates
of the hell
a
Beth went through,
paradox.
what she experienced when she saw the end of time, how that changed her, like it changed
Also,
Paul.
the Riverport Rex's sign is still
Followed
up.
by 11 years of living like a ghost. Beth I'd known had laser focus. This Beth, she had doubts.
You okay?
Yeah.
But the countermeasure, the one thing that could set things right, was waiting for us at Will's workshop.
There it is.
In 2010, Monarch didn't own the area yet. That came shortly after because of what happened with you. But we knew William was building something new in his workshop, and we knew it must be important.
And were
We
people playing
monitoring the
Flippy
place.
Cup?
Yeah, Beth knew about your presence.
Did that person
She'd been
just
spying on
pass
her
out
own.
drunk?
We came over the rooftops to avoid detection.
Thank you for watching. Questions, comments,
It's this
recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.